Hey there, vinyl community. How's it going? I'm Gary, and this is physical format rock and roll. So it's not even Thanksgiving, but let's go ahead and open up this Christmas ale. This is South Pole Elf by Platform Beer Company. Not too bad. You're thinking, hey man, they're from Cleveland, but that's not Great Lakes. No, it's not. That'll be another episode. Anyway, that's not why you're here. I've got some vinyl finds, right? Well, let's start off with this one. It's not that uncommon. This is Seven the Hard Way by Benatar. I'm sure most of you, if you go out crate digging like I do, you're probably able to find this record. There's Pat trying to look like Debbie Gibson or something. But this particular record, even though this is not Pat's best album by any stretch of the imagination, it's also not Tropico. So it definitely has some good stuff on it. And look at that vinyl though. Ooh, man, that's all shiny and nice. This thing is like pretty damn near perfect. So I got this at a good price. I had to go ahead and pick it up. I haven't picked it up before on vinyl because it never seems to be in really great shape. But this was in excellent shape, so I had to pick it up. I do like Pat Benatar quite a bit. Next up is a classic album that most of you have probably seen. Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story. This has some great songs on here. Mandolin Wind, of course, Maggie May is on here. Every Picture Tells a Story. You got Ron Wood on here. This is a really nice find. I will say it is not in perfect condition. It's not bad. It's on the Mercury label there. It's, it plays, and I got it really cheap, so I had to pick it up. Maybe at some time I might upgrade it. But it even has the cool little Rod Stewart poster that came in it. So I thought it was a pretty good deal, and I picked it up. I like Rod Stewart around this time period. That's not too long after he was out of Jeff Beck. So just got a great voice, man. He just hasn't made enough good records. Here's one that I'm sure most of you will look and say, why the hell do you even buy this? But got another Carly Simon, Coming Around Again. I like that song. I'm not sure what the rest of the album sounds like. It's a pretty cool picture on the back there. This, of course, is from the 80s. This is like 86 or 7, sometime around there. Not her heyday, which was the 70s. But once again, I do like Carly Simon quite a bit. And you can see this record, once again, like the Pat Benatar one, is pretty well perfect. So I couldn't pass that up. Matter of fact, I think I got this for $1. So even if the rest of the album sucks, big deal. This is another album by Box of Frogs. This one is called Strange Land. And this is a band that a couple of guys, Jim McCarty and Chris Stasia, had from the Yardbirds. And this does have some guest stars on here, like Jimmy Page is on here and stuff. But I can't say it's that great of an album. It's kind of a mishmash of stuff. It's got some good songs on here, but it's also got some pretty bad songs. But I figured I'd go ahead and pick that one up. This next one, I'm sure some of you are familiar with this one. This is Led Zeppelin, In Through the Outdoor. Of course, I am a huge Led Zeppelin fan. I did not have this on vinyl. This is what we would call a placeholder album. This is not in really great shape, but I don't see this album out there that much. So I went ahead and grabbed it. Eventually, I will find a better copy for a good price, and I'll replace it. But right now, I've got this. And this one is from the bartender's viewpoint. There, you can see. Most of you are familiar with this. This is probably my least favorite Led Zeppelin album. This came out in 1979, but it's Led Zeppelin, so it's still a great album. It's got a fantastic sound to it, like most Led Zeppelin albums do, but this has a little bit different sound to it, a little more of a warm sound to it. A lot of keyboards in here, but still some great stuff. Still love this album. Next up, another oddity to some of you. It's another soundtrack album. It's the soundtrack to 1 Million Years BC. Of course, this is the movie that introduced Raquel Welch to the world. So I don't think it's any big guess why I bought this album. I will say it's got a cool, just weird looking label that I haven't seen before. And once again, look at that vinyl. That's in great shape. So I went ahead and picked this up. This was cheap, and I like getting soundtracks. Sometimes I like, a lot of times maybe just for the album cover itself. But occasionally I feel like listening to some of that. So I thought, yeah, I'm picking that up. That's in great shape. I mean, everything on it. The album, the jacket, everything is in great shape. And then finally, I'll try to make this one short. I got Open Fire, a live album by Y&T. They're not just called Yesterday and Tomorrow. They're Y&T. It still actually had the shrink wrap on it. And has a hype sticker still on there. You know, this is in good shape. See the boys horsing around and wrestling and whatnot. And I will say, this is the first Y&T record that I actually bought. So I got this at a good price. It's in good shape. Let me show you that one. This is on A&M. And as you can see, that is another darn near perfect album. I know that my buddy Aaron with Alamere talks about Y&T a lot, talks about how they're very underrated. So that kind of had a little bit to do with me going ahead and picking this up. I've been looking for a Y&T album anyway that was in good shape, and that was in great shape, and I could not pass that up. And look, it has that in here, this advertisement, in case I want to get the Y&T live VHS tape. So I will definitely be sending in that. My, how much is it? Wow, 20 bucks. 1995, that was a lot back in 1985, I believe, when this thing came out. It's got the song Summertime Girls, which of course I remember that. That's a studio song. And then the rest of it is a live album. So I look forward to listening to that. Anyway, hey man, those are my vinyl finds that I had this time around. Really appreciate everybody who watched this episode. Remember, I do have a presence on Facebook and Twitter, so you can always check me out there and message me, whatnot. But till the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.